right, hello. Welcome back to the One Idjit's Thoughts on podcast on day 6 of the Dog Days of Advent Trivia Challenge. I'm Paul Mackey. Well, it may not have been fine dining, but we looked at eating establishments, so let's look at yesterday's answers. Number 1, in the 80s, where were you if you watched a performance of the Rock-a-Fire Explosion? One of the advertising slogans was, "We make pizza good and we make pizza fun." The answer was Showbiz Pizza Place. At their one-time rival and eventual merger partner Chuck E. Cheese, the animatronic show was called the Pizza Time Theater. And question 2, actor John Meddick traveled the country in 85 and 86 in the guise of Herb, a nerdy-looking everyman, and you could get $5,000 if you spotted Herb at your local franchise of the chain Burger King. Herb was advertised as the only person in America who has never tried a Whopper. I actually suspect he probably wasn't the only one. And finally, number 3, when it was founded in Ohio in 1964, the family who owned the roast beef restaurant, wanting to call it Big Tex but thwarted, used the name Arby's. And what is the origin of that name? The brothers who founded the restaurant were named Raffle, so the restaurant is named for the initials of Raffle Brothers. RB. That's a tough specific answer. If this was QI, you would have gotten the klaxon for saying roast beef, but I think you can score the point for anything close to saying that it's named after the family, or something along those lines. And the Oidawa. Here was the backwards clip. And here's the forwards clip. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. That's right, it's McDonald's. To this day, I still wonder to myself whether the Roseville McDonald's had a parties-only rule, or if Mom just didn't want to go out there. So we are up to 27 possible points in this series. And not all spots on television were for products and services, though. The broadcasters wanted to do some good along the way. Only when working in television later on did I find out that sometimes when a PSA was in a break, it meant that too few advertisers had paid for time during that show. But here's some questions about public service announcements. Number 1. The 1980s were full of PSAs with characters. Smokey Bear for the U.S. Forest Service asked you to prevent forest fires. Who was Smokey's colleague who asked you not to pollute? And number 2, a public service campaign featured a series of PSAs about child safety, especially as related to poisons in the home. The campaign centered around a frowning green character, and there were stickers featuring him, which often included poison center hotline numbers, which parents could stick to chemicals and other poisons to warn curious kids away. What was this character's name? And question number 3, in 1973, Dow Chemical Corporation, in an effort to clean up its image, began a public service campaign that featured a PSA and a different bright green sticker with a stylized representation of a family on it, bearing the campaign slogan, "Blank is fragile, handle with care." What word goes in that blank? And finally, the Oidawa for today. Here's the clip.
Not near, but you said, Scars just said,
and in case you need it again, here it is a second time. Remember, this is a PSA.
Not near, but you said, Scars just said,
All right. 2 points for naming that public service announcement. Otherwise, I will tell you that the first 3 words of that clip are "okay last time," and the last 2 words are "any questions." What is the key phrase from that clip? And good luck with all of that one more time, and I'll say happy hunting. You've been listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast, produced by Paul Mackey in association with Nimlas Studios. Any short clips of audio from shows is included under fair use for commentary purposes, and copyright for that content remains with its original copyright holders. The theme song is Too Good by Jack Mangan and is used by his generous permission. One Idjit's Thoughts is produced under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 international license. You can find more episodes of this podcast and many other fine podcasts at nimlas.org. You can contact me by emailing idjitcastpodcast@gmail.com or commenting on episodes at nimlas.org.
Here she comes. Little Bonnie is coming home.
Firstborn child, it's a new time for you. There's a stranger in the house today.
You want to say hi to your baby sister?
So what's all the fuss? Why she's so special to us? Are you wondering how long she'll stay?
Beautiful blue eyes.
Do you think that we'd forget you? Are you fearing the worst? Do you think we don't remember?
I have blue eyes first.
It's a good time for the great taste
You free for lunch?
of McDonald's. It's a good time for talking it over cheeseburgers, man to man.
Somebody's gonna have to show her the ropes. Someone who's been around the block a few times.
Taking time to understand.
Think Bonnie might like these, Dad?
Sooner or later.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.